What's going on, guys? It's CTA Prime back here again with another LaunchBox news video. 9.10 has been released. It's out, ready to download or upgrade. Like with every new release of LaunchBox, there's a lot of fixes, lots of improvements, and some new features. And I'm going to be going over a few of the notable ones here. But before we get started, Jason does have a new live stream coming up to brainstorm ideas for the new poll because everything on the old poll has been finished and integrated in LaunchBox. This is going to be happening July 12th, 2019 at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch. I will leave links in the description. Definitely put this down on your calendar if you want anything added to LaunchBox. This is going to be an awesome opportunity to tell the main developer himself. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to leave a link to the full changelog over on the LaunchBox website if you want to go ahead and read through this, because I'm not going to be able to cover everything that's included in this video. But there's lots of new improvements, lots of fixes, and some awesome new features that I want to go over. We've added the default emulator settings for SimU, the Wii U emulator, PP, SSPP, and Redream, so we no longer have to go in and manually add each one of these emulators. We can head over to LaunchBox, Tools, Manage Emulators. We're going to add a new emulator. From the drop-down menu here, we now have an option for Redream, PP, SSPP, and SimU. So we just click on Redream, we can go right to the website and download it if that's how you want to install it. A new Japanese translation has also been added to LaunchBox thanks to the user over on the forum who goes by the name of Kei Kutsuki. So all the Japanese users are now going to be able to use LaunchBox properly because they can read the text on screen. Big shout out to Kei Kutsuki. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. And I know this is a small one, but it's something that's kind of bugged me for a long time, but we can now press the enter key to launch games inside of LaunchBox. We usually had to double click on the game. Now, as long as the game's highlighted, you can just press enter on your keyboard and you can start playing your favorite game. I know it's a small addition, but for me, and I know a lot of other people, this is going to make life a lot easier. And finally, just going over some of the more notable improvements. RAM usage has been significantly reduced in situations where the user happens to consistently have lots of images displayed in the game's detail sidebar. This is only for LaunchBox, but this should help out with RAM usage inside of LaunchBox, and that's always a plus. And the final improvement I wanted to talk about before moving on to the added features for LaunchBox 9.10 are the addition of Viking's new colorful 4K platform videos. We can download these from the video downloader inside of LaunchBox, or you can head over to the forum. I'll leave a link in the description. But I gotta say, these are the best platform videos that I've ever seen. I absolutely love them. I've been using them for the past couple weeks ever since he released them on the forum. And like I said, you can download them from there if you don't want to go through the built-in downloader, but they are added. We're gonna open up LaunchBox, Tools, Download Platform Playlist Theme Videos. From the bottom here, we want to prioritize the new colorful 4K by Viking. You can select all or just select the ones that you have. I'm going to select all, click OK. It's going to start downloading them for us. We can use these inside a big box. As I'm making this video, there are 42 of these available, but I'm sure in the future there will be more because that's what Viking does. And it's pretty awesome he does this for the community. I want to give him a big shout out. And I also want to give you a quick look at some of these. They are absolutely beautiful, and you need to try them out. So like I mentioned, there are more improvements and fixes with this release. I just don't have enough time to cover them all. I'll leave a link in the description to this changelog so you can check them out for yourself. Now we're going to move over to the new features that were included with LaunchBox 9.10. First up, game-specific custom DOSBox versions can now be used with DOSBox games. Instead of always using the version that comes pre-bundled with LaunchBox, you can specify which version of DOSBox you want to use per game. This custom option can be accessed from the DOSBox tab when editing games, and it's also available in bulk edits. So for all you DOSBox fans out there, this is a big plus for LaunchBox. And finally, we can now specify platform-specific default images for boxes, 3D boxes, carts, and 3D carts. So sometimes when we're scraping these games, there's some off-the-wall game that just doesn't get scraped. We can't find box art for it, but now we can assign platform-specific default images. And an awesome user by the name of Dragon57 is creating a full list of them for us. We can download them from the forum, He's got full instructions over here how to use them, really easy. All you need to do is download it, extract it, and place it in your Images, Platforms directory inside of your LaunchBox folder. And what this is going to do is assign this default image. He has a few available here, but he is making more. I mean, there's tons available right now. If you have a game that doesn't have box art, like let's say my SC1000 section, I got a few in here that did not scrape correctly, you can assign a default platform image. So Bomberman Special, the Taiwan version, I just couldn't get it to scrape. But now I'm using one of the default images, and you can automatically set this up to populate with all games that are missing images. You can head over to the forums, and I'll leave a link for this in the description, and download Dragon 57's default assets. Really awesome to have this built into LaunchBox now. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. We really appreciate you watching and hope you enjoy LaunchBox 9.10. Like I mentioned, Jason is doing a brainstorming live stream on July 12th, 2019. That's a Friday on Twitch and YouTube. Links for that will be in the description. If you're interested in having anything added to LaunchBox, definitely check that out because he'll be creating the new poll. And real quick, before we end this video, I just wanted to mention, if you guys download these new platform videos from Viking, definitely give them a thumbs up, rate it on the forum. Same thing over here with Dragon 57 and the default assets. These guys definitely deserve some credit for this, and I want to give them a big shout out. If you guys have any questions at all, let us know in the comments below. But like always, thanks for watching.